All right, so go ahead and lie down on your backs. Hmm. Yeah, and just be comfortable. All right, relax your shoulders. Yeah, whatever works. Okay. And let's take a few deep breaths together. Take an inhale through your nose. Fill the belly, expand the ribs, and open your mouth to sigh it out. Exhale. Let the breath pour out. Then do that again, inhaling through your nose. Filling up, biggest breath, holding it at the top. And releasing with a sigh. Exhale. Let all the breath go. And then do that one last time, inhaling through your nose. Take the biggest breath you can, hold it, and this time we'll hold a little longer. Try and relax your shoulders and see if you can sip in a little bit more breath, inhaling. And let it all go, exhale. Emptying all the breath out. And start to breathe in and out through your nose. Inhaling, steady breath. Exhaling. And find the soft sound at the back of the throat. And just notice if the mind wants to wander, right? It has other things that it wants to think about. So just noticing that stuff, but then pulling your attention right back into the breath. Steady inhale. Steady exhale. Couple more breaths like that. And we'll just try and hang on to this breath. Nice steady ujjayi breath as we start to move the body. So wiggling your fingers and your toes. And take a stretch, reaching the arms overhead, stretch out through the legs, maybe add a little lean side to side. Oh. Yeah, and then circle the arms out wide, hug your knees into your chest. You can have the knees together, the knees wide, do what feels best in your body, and just rock a little bit side to side. Yeah, softening the lower back. Take your knees over to the left. And just take an easy twist. Knees to the left, right arm reaching out to the right. You can turn your gaze to the right. And just notice what you feel in your body. Notice what's stretching. What's the strongest feeling, the strongest sensation of stretch in your body as you're in this twist? All right, what do you notice the most? And then notice if you feel that stretch like out into the body, which I'm sure you do, but notice how far out into the body it goes. Right, like if you're feeling that stretch in your low back, maybe it travels up your back, maybe down your hip into your glute. Like just see how far that sensation travels. And then bring your legs back up to center, knees to the middle, and take them over to the other side. So do the same thing going the other way. Yeah, and as you stretch out through the left arm, maybe turning the gaze, again, softening in and noticing. What do you feel? What sensations do you feel? What's the strongest sensation you feel in your body in this twist? How far does that sensation travel? Right? It'll probably get more subtle and more subtle the further away it gets, but just notice. Right? The connectedness of everything. Coming back up to center. Yeah, take a moment to stretch your heels up towards the ceiling. Stretch the backs of your legs. You can pull them in towards you if that feels good. An easy inner thigh stretch, turning the toes out and bringing the legs out wide. All right, and bringing the feet back together. Let's rock and roll forward and back a time or two. And come on up to seated. Couple minutes here, briefly seated. I feel like I'm a little bit sideways. Like on a slight slant. Okay. Let's take a stretch. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, pressing the palms, pulling the hands through center. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, take a big stretch, biggest stretch. Reach up, maybe look up, see the tree. Pulling the hands through the midline as you exhale. 1 more time, bringing the hands to the heart. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, press the palms, hands to the middle, thumbs to the sternum. Drop your gaze to your fingertips, maybe close your eyes. And just pause here briefly, set an intention for your practice. So maybe it's reaffirming why you came onto your mat today, or if you have something particular in mind, right? Or if you're not coming up with anything, just offer up the practice, right? Just give it away. Offer it to a higher cause, a greater good. Let's take a big breath here. Inhale. Open your mouth, sigh the breath out, exhale. Releasing the hands down, opening your eyes. Just come over onto hands and knees and do some cat-cow. So over, come into tabletop, right? So you're stacking the wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Yeah, I'm a little slanted, I think. Inhale. Exhale, round. Tuck the tail, press the ground away. Inhale, right, and just enjoy the stretch, right? Feel the feels. Everything we do, even if it's really effortful, which this isn't necessarily, but all the poses have some sweetness, right? Can you feel that sweetness? Do that 1 more time. Inhale, send the heart forward, lift the sit bones. Exhale, rounding the spine, pressing through the hands. Gently set the hips back into child's pose just for a moment, just so you know, right? Head comes down. Right, so anytime you need to, if you need a break, if you need to rest, this is a great place to do that. All right. And then come on back up onto hands and knees. Find your tabletop. Bring the knees a little bit closer together. We're going to send the right leg straight back and reach the left hand forward. So we'll do a little balancing. Yeah, keep the belly in. So hugging those rib tips in. Lift the lifted leg. Good. Take an inhale. As you exhale, curl into a little ball. So squeeze it in. Inhale, stretch it out. And then bring your leg out to the side and your arm out to the side. Out to the side. Yes. And back to center. And then pull it in again into the middle, curl into a little ball. Exhaling. Inhale, stretch forward, and then out to the side. Exhaling out. Yeah. Inhale back to center. Okay, 1 more set like that. Pull it in round. Keep breathing. Inhale, stretch it out. Get long. Bring it out to the side. Yes. Awesome, you guys. Back to the middle. Inhale. And exhale, the hand comes down. The knee comes down. Take a second if you like, just sit back, relax your shoulders, soften your low back. Yeah. Got a grass on my mat. Okay, come on back up. Let's do the other side. So back into your tabletop. Find what feels like a good spot for your knees. I like the grass, it's soft under there. Like you don't really need to add an extra cushion. Send the left leg back and reach the right arm forward. Just do the opposite. Yes. Again, keeping the belly lifted as you hover. Right, press into the left hand and see if you can get a little more lift. Take an inhale. Exhale, round the spine. Pull it in, hollow out. Inhale, stretch and get long. And then take it out to the side. Bring the leg out, bring the arm out. Yeah, and then back to the middle. Good, inhale. Exhale, pull it in round. Inhale, reach and stretch. Out to the sides. Yeah. And then back to center. One more time like that. Pull it in round. Press the floor away. Inhale, stretch it out. Take it out to the sides. That's it. And then back to center. Good. And then down and down and relax. Take a breath. And just feel the feels, right? Notice what you feel in your shoulders, your hips. All right, we're getting ready for downward facing dog. So walk those hands forward. Get the arms nice and long. Spread your hands so that they're shoulder distance apart or even wider if your shoulders are feeling a little tight. Then let's come on up. Lift the chest, lift the hips, tuck your toes, and downward facing dog. Hips up and back. So if you need to, you can pedal the heels a time or two. Shake out your head. Right, smooth out the breath. Just feel the feels, right? Get the stretchiness in the side of the body, the backs of the legs, right? Breathe into all that. All right, let's shift forward into plank pose, top of a push-up. Inhale forward. Let's hover here, 5 breaths, right? Both hands pressing evenly down. Right? Squeeze the arms to straight. Lengthen the sternum forward as you lengthen back through your heels. Can you press up through the thighs a little bit more? Yeah, take one more breath. Back to downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Take a breath here, right? Notice that little sense of relief as you get back into your downward facing dog. Good. Come back forward to plank pose. Just for a breath, right? Can you lean a little forward, lean out into the fingertips, inhale, exhale, lower down. Bend the elbows all the way down. Good, you guys, flatten your feet, reach the hands back. Let's do Shalabhasana. Curl the tailbone under, and then lift the chest, lift the legs, stretch back. Good, come on down, exhale. Lift up again, inhale. Come on up. Exhale, melt it down. One more time. Inhale, peel up. Lift the chest, lift the legs. Exhale, melt it down. Take a moment here. Yeah, waggle the hips a little bit, soften. Bring the hands forward, plant your palms by your ribs, tuck your toes. We're gonna press the floor away, pressing up to plank or knees plank. Take an inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, and exhale to downward facing dog, lifting the hips up and back. Beautiful. Steady breath. Take one more inhale here. Reach the hips up and back. Get a little longer try. Use your exhale to bring your feet to your hands. Either walk forward or jump forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. All the way up, inhale. Reach and stretch. Exhale. Pulling the hands to the heart. Take a breath here. Inhale. Sigh it out, exhale. Release the hands down. Turn the palms out. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold in half. Inhale, lift up halfway. Send the heart forward, zip the belly. Fold back down, exhale. Inhale, all the way back up. Heart to the sky. Exhale, pulling the hands through the middle. Let's keep going. Hands down, palms out. Inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, plant your hands, big step back with the right foot. Take a breath in the stretch. Like feel that stretch in the lunge. It's nice. And then step back with the other foot and find your plank. Good, breathe. Smooth out the breath. Inhale. Leaning forward, exhale, bend the elbows. Come all the way down. Flatten your feet. Inhale, lift your chest, cobra pose. Shoulders back and down. Exhale, forward and down. Melt the pubic bone to the earth. Inhale, lift the chest. Stretch. Exhale, lengthen forward, lower. Do that one more time. Press the feet, pubic bone down. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, melt it forward. Longest spine. All the way down. Take a breath. Prepare to press up. Tuck your toes. Take an inhale. Exhale, press the floor away. Find your plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Awesome. How's your breath? Steady inhale. Steady exhale. Smooth it out. Try. Right, in and out through the nose. Take one more big breath here. Hips up and back. Use your exhale to bring your feet to your hands. Walk forward, float forward. That's it. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway up. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, all the way up from the glutes to rise. Exhale, pulling the hands through the midline. Let's keep going. Hands down, palms out. Inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, hands down. Big step back with the left foot, and then take a breath in that stretch. Feel the stretch. And then take a big step back with the right foot. Find your plank. Tailbone under. Maybe this time we hover halfway down to the ground. Lean forward. Bend the elbows. Chaturanga. Maybe to upward facing dog. Flatten your feet. Lift your chest. To downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Whew. So maybe that vinyasa is a little bit much, but if you need to, you can always modify it, right? Modify. All right. Big stretch. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk forward, float forward, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach and stretch. Exhale, the hands to the heart. Let's keep going. Hands down, palms out, inhale. The crows, exhale. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Maybe this time you jump back, bend the knees, plant the hands, step or float. Bend the elbows, chaturanga, or the floor, ground, earth. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, this time let's lift the right leg. Send it up into the air. Turn the toes out, lift the hip, bend the knee. Stretch. Straighten your leg, square your hips. Lengthen the outer right hip back. Right, outer left hip back, sorry. Lift your right leg a little higher. Shift your gaze forward. Come up onto your left fingertips and see if you can float your left hand and your right leg. And breathe here. 3, 2, 1, bring it down. I almost didn't make it. Foot to the floor. If you need a second, come on down and just shake out your shoulders before we do the other side. If you're okay, stay up and we'll hit side 2. So as you're ready, yeah, like just give your shoulders a second. As you're ready, lift the left leg. Right, and take that stretch. All right, touch your foot to your head. And then straightening the leg, square the hips off. Right, and now as we square the hips, lengthen the outer right thigh back for real this time, outer right hip back. Right, and get up onto the right fingertips. Keep pressing back. Look forward, it helps. And then slowly try and pick your right hand up while your left leg is lifted. Right, press back. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Hand down, foot down, press back, inhale. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float, feet to hands. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, the hands to the heart. And again, just taking a breath here. Inhale. Sigh it out. Exhale. Release the hands down. Stand in Tadasana. Get my hair out of my mouth. Okay. 1 second. You know how it is. Inhale. Exhale, chair pose. Bend your knees. Inhale, lift the chest. So as you come in, notice if your initial tendency is to just pull those shoulders up. Right? We get into chair pose and we're like, Ugh. So soften it down. Soften it down. Like we just have these kind of automatic reactions, right? Can we soften that a bit? Sit the hips back, that's it. And then can we slowly, gently start to lift the chest? Press the upper arms back. Find that ease in the shoulders. Take an inhale. We're gonna fold on the exhale. Here we go. Let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, hands are down, stepping back, floating back through the vinyasa you go. That's it. Making your way, downward facing dog. Good. Oh, my tea. I'm like, where is it? All right, lift the right leg. Send it up into the air. Pause. Lengthen the outer left hip back. So I know you had so much fun when we did it the first time. So we're just gonna do it for a second, one more time. Come up onto your left fingertips. Keep pressing that left thigh back. Pick your left hand up. See if it's possible to go arm out to the side, leg out to the side. What? Just try as I fall. Come back to center. Woo. Put your hand down. Oh, dang it. And step your right foot forward. All the way up and through. Whew. You're welcome for that. Come on up into your crescent pose. Oh, right. Good. Okay. So same idea. As the arms come up, we sometimes get a little jammed up. So just soften down. Lift up through the hip bone. Press into the inseam of the front foot, right? Press the big toe, the inner heel, and then see if you can start to lift the chest. Lift the heart. Press the upper arms back, coming into a bigger stretch in the sides of the body. Lift the heart. Take one more breath. Slowly come back upright. Inhale. Exhale the hands down. Come into the twist. Left hand under your shoulder. Right arm reaching up into the air. Oh, look up and see the sky. Spread your wings. Right, yes. Straighten the back leg. Press it straight. Take one more breath. And bringing the top hand down. Step the front foot back to plank. Pause in plank. Let's come onto the right forearm. Slide the right hand forward. Right forearm down. Big toes touch. Spin to the pinky edge of the right foot. Reach the left arm up. Vashisthasana on your forearm. Breathe. Tailbone long. Maybe look up. Oh. One more breath. Yikes. Side two. Left forearm down. Big toes touch. Spin to the left side. Draw the left shoulder blade down your back. Reach the right arm up. Send the tailbone long. Breathe. Press the earth away. Maybe see the sky. Looking up. One more breath. Lift those hips. Come on down, forearm plank. Forearm plank. A breath here. Get your shoulders away from your ears. Come on down into Sphinx. Knees down, hips down, feet flat, chest up. Oh. If you want a bigger stretch, lift your elbows. Shoulders still down. Almost always down, right? Almost always down. Come all the way down. Take a breath. Little waggle of the hips, soften. Let's do Sphinx one more time while we're here. Elbows under. Press the palms. Root the forearms if you're going to keep your elbows down. Scoop the heart forward and up. And if you're lifting the elbows, lift the elbows. Right? Melt the pubic bone down to the earth, even so. Heart is lifting. One more inhale. Exhale. Melt it all the way down. Take a breath. Waggle the hips. Soften the low back. Yeah. All right, we're coming back to forearm plank, making our way back to regular plank. So, elbows under your shoulders. Hands shoulder distance if you can. Tuck your toes. Peel yourself off the ground. Lifting into forearm plank. Lean into your left forearm to plant your right hand. And then press to regular plank, come up. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. All right. Phew. Let's lift the left leg. Send your left leg up into the air. Okay, don't forget, we have a really fun thing to do right now. So keep the right leg strong. Press the right thigh back, lengthen the outer right hip back, right? And then start to get light on the right fingertips. Okay. Look forward. It helps to look forward. See if you can pick your right hand up. And then the double bonus of bringing your leg and your arms each out to the side, or your arm out to the side. Your one leg and your one arm. As a collective group though, arms. Okay, back to center, geez. Hand down, and then step your left foot forward all the way through. Soften the back knee a little bit. And let's come up, crescent pose. Come on up. Yeah. Keep the shoulders soft away from the neck. Lengthen the tailbone down. Lift the heart up. Right? Yeah. Think about lengthening the spine. Lengthening the sides of the body. Will the upper arms move back anymore? Just explore that stretch and see. Can you also hug the rib tips in as you do that? Breathe into the stretch. Don't worry about the work in the legs. Feel that stretch. Lift your heart. Take one more inhale. Exhale. Slowly the hands come down. We'll plant the right hand so the wrist is under the shoulder. Peel open. Reach the left arm up. See the sky or your thumb up there. Press into the bottom hand a lot. And straighten the back leg. Yeah. Take one more inhale. Open up. And exhale. Bring the top hand down. Take a breath. Step to plank. Pause. Yeah. We're going to come down onto our forearms again, of course. But this time the left forearm first. And side plank to the left. Big toes touch. Spin to the left. Yes. All right. So this time, let's see if we can float the top foot. And just for fun, and I don't even know if I can do it, but bring your leg out in front of you. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. And then slowly bring it back. Try the other side. Bring your right forearm down. If you're right-handed, you may like this side better. Spin to the pinky edge, right foot. All right, here we go. It's totally fine to just hold the side plank, but maybe float the top foot. Oh God, maybe bring that leg out in front of you. I know, slowly bring it back. Oh my God, both forearms down, forearm plank, there it is. Oh, tailbone long. Come on down, Sphinx pose. There's a tiny bug on my mat. I'm trying not to smash it. Maybe lift a little higher. Oh. All right, let me get the bug. There we go. And come all the way down. All right. So one more Sphinx. And if you want to lift higher, just pull your hands back more. It'll kind of start to look like a full Bhujangasana, cobra pose. All right. So hands as far back as you like. Maybe you're up on your forearms, but if not, let's come up. Lift the elbows, lift the chest, shoulders down, away from the ears. Heart lifting to the sky. Take an inhale, maybe lift a little higher. And exhale, slowly down. All right, one last forearm plank pose. Elbows under. Right. Do a big back bend, engage your abs. Tuck the toes. Peel yourself off the earth. Find your forearm plank. So this time we'll plant the left hand first. Lean to the right side. Plant your left hand. Lift yourself back up, plank. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Take a breath. All right, you guys. Stretch. All right. Take an inhale. Exhale. Lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, jump, bring your feet to your hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold in. Halfway lift again. Separate your feet hip distance and bend your knees if you need to grab your big toes with your first two fingers. So take your peace fingers and wrap them around your big toes. If you can, straight legs, but your knees can be as bent as you need. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen forward. Exhale, fold. Come on in, right? Allow the crown of the head to just be heavy to the earth. At the same time, the shoulder blades lifting up, kneecaps lifting up, right? As heavy as the head is, there's movement away from the ground. Take another breath here. Really let the spine get long. Inhale, lift up halfway. Keep hanging on to your right big toe. Bring your left fingertips to the floor. Lean your weight a little bit, or a lot really, into your left foot because you're gonna pick your right foot up off the ground. Keep holding onto your toe. And again, if you need your knee bent, your knee will be bent, right? Just bend it. Send the heart forward. Pick your right leg up out to the side. Oh my gosh. Slowly bring it back down. So we're gonna do that 2 more times. Lift the leg, send the heart forward and lower. And one more like that. Lift it up out to the side. And bring it down. Appreciate the strength building. Shift sides, switch to side 2. So rehook your left big toe, right fingertips to the ground. And again, feel free to bend your knees as much as you need. Float the left foot, heart goes forward, keep the spine long, and then pick that leg straight up and out to the side. And slowly lower it back down. And do that again. Lift it up and out, heart goes forward, and slowly lower. And one more time like that. Lift it up and out. Woo! And bring it down. Foot to the floor, easy forward fold. Just take a breath. Let the head hang down, soften. All right. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, all the way up to stand. Sweep the arms, come all the way up. Exhale your hands to your heart. Take a breath, inhale. Sigh it out, exhale. Release the hands down, give your shoulders a little shake. All right, we're coming into Utkatasana one more time, sort of, one more time. It's not entirely true, but ish, okay. All right, from Tadasana, inhale, bend deeply. Try and touch the ground. Yeah, and then lift. That's it. Melt the shoulders down. Right, this pose, its name is Mighty Fierce. Right, so sometimes we do get a little aggressive here. So can you relax the shoulders? Bring your hands to your heart. We're going to balance a little more. Float the left foot off the ground. Yes, warrior 3, lean forward. I know, maybe the right knee stays bent. Can you straighten your left leg back there? Right? Totally fine. If the right leg can get a little straighter, get it straighter. Breathe. Oh my goodness. Send the arms out wide like airplane wings. And then we're gonna peel open to Ardha Chandrasana. So slowly bring the right fingertips down and then open up. Take your time. Peel the left hip open, shine it out. Oh, feel that heat in the standing leg and just breathe into it, right? Breathe into it like a little story. Come back to center. Is it possible, and maybe bend the right knee a little bit, to come back into your warrior 3 with your hands at your heart? Oh, come back to your chair pose, bend your knees. Reach the arms up and overhead. Yes, and press and rise. Whew, take a quick break, release the arms, shake it out. Good job, you guys. You're like, oh, my right leg. On the plus side, it'll be lifted and having a fine time on side 2. Okay. We'll even this right out. I'm sure you can notice the difference between your 2 sides without too much trouble. So just appreciate the work, right? Okay, let's balance this out. Inhale, exhale, bend. Right, keep squeezing your glutes, both sides right now. All the glutes squeezing, yes. All right, bring your hands to your heart. Here we go. Shifting the weight into the left leg. Float the right foot. Start to lean forward, right? As best as you can, getting parallel to the ground. That may or may not happen, but do your best. Maybe the left leg straightens. How's your breath? How's your breath? Try sending the arms out wide like airplane wings. Breathe. All right, start with the upper body. Rotate so your left fingertips come to the floor under your shoulder. And then peel the rest of yourself open. Open the hip. Oh my goodness. Feel that squeeze in the glute, right? Yes. Zipper the belly. Pull the hip bones up to your ribs. All right, is it possible to come back to your warrior 3? Bend the left knee a little bit, it helps. Hands come to the heart. Totally, perfectly fine. And then chair pose, bend. Oh, find the pose. Oh, the hips are on fire. Press and rise, inhale, exhale. Whoo, take a breath, shake out your legs. Good job, you guys. Awesome. Oh, feel my glutes. Okay. I feel like I've been sitting too much. All right, here we go. Let's take a vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, hands are down, step, float. Let's take the vinyasa. Oh, to down dog. All right. Breathing here. Good, you guys. Okay. Stretch yourselves. Send the right leg up into the air. Inhale it up. Good. Exhale. Rounding the spine, pull the knee forward. Step your foot between your hands briefly. And then we'll actually bring the right hand inside the right leg. Yeah. And let's just hunker down a bit and see if we can get down onto our forearms. If not, just bend your elbows any amount, right? Your forearms don't have to get down on the floor or the ground. Lengthen the right hip back, press the left leg straight, and see if you can root the inseam of the right foot so the knee stays relatively close. Breathe here. Consider creeping your hands forward. Maybe your hands come out into the grass, right? Try and stay low. Oh, it's exciting for your legs. Take one more breath. Your legs are so happy right now. Slowly walk it back. Oh, and then let's bring the back knee down to the floor. And we're going to come into a nice happy stretch. Turn the right toes out and just roll it open. Let the sole of the foot lift so you're on the pinky edge. Maybe press into that knee a little bit. Look for a release in the hip. If you like, you can come down onto your forearm. You can also bend your left knee and catch your foot back there. Oh, stretch your quad. Yeah. You may get a stretch in your shin from this too, Ava. Hopefully those up dogs and stuff helped. Oh, okay. Awesome. Let it go. Release it. Stepping back to either take a vinyasa or go straight to down dog. You can kick the leg up in the air, shake it out, swing it around. Okay. All right. Side 2. Lift the left leg. Inhale. Exhale. Around the spine. Step it forward. Move your foot out to the side a little bit and come on in. So maybe you're just bending your elbows a bit, but if you can, your legs love it. See if you can get down onto your forearms. If not, it doesn't matter. You'll just go wherever your body will let you. Try and keep the back leg straight, but if you need rest, the back knee can come down. Press through the inseam of the front foot. Heart goes forward. Okay, your legs are gonna really like this part. Consider walking your hands a little forward. I know. Oh. So this will really bring some fire, right? This is a big stretch and we're asking your legs to do a bit of work. So breathe. Oh my goodness. Take one more breath. Oh. And then slowly, slowly walk it back. Oh, come on down. Turn the left toes out. Let the knee open up out to the side. Maybe give it a little push. Oh, yeah, and if you like, you can come down on your forearm, bend the back knee, catch the foot back there, open up. Oh, all right. So after this, we are going to play with a little bit of upside down time. So bring yourself back to center. And through down dog, maybe take a vinyasa, do what feels good. Right, if you like, maybe it's just back bend. Okay, so you know how I like upside down time. You know how that's my favorite thing. So you have options here in the park. The trees are delightful. The squirrels love it when you do handstands against the tree. They're like, what is happening? They're very excited. So you can come to one of the trees. They're pretty big, so you'll hit it. Don't worry about missing it. It's there. Or you can be in your down dog and just play with either switch kicking your feet, right, on your mat, or tapping your knee with your big toe, right? Kick and tap, or switch, right? So whichever suits you. Or come to the trees. The trees, they're calling you. You can bring a little towel if you want something under your hands. Yeah. Okay. I'm a little sweaty. Ready, squirrels? Not sure if there's any up there right now. Right? Okay, we're using the trees. Come on, Anne. Do it. I know, it's scary. It's there. It really is. It really is. So fun. Right? Go forward. Oh, like closer? Oh, too close maybe. Maybe. That's so funny. You do look pretty close to her point. Yeah, it's right there. Fun. Yes. Yeah, you guys. All right, one more time. I'm like, it's behind me, right? I feel it. Okay. Right? Oh my gosh. It's fun. All right. Okay. Upside down time? Enough upside down. Fun. All right, guys. Are we good with upside down time? Okay. Couple back bends. You're like, what? I'm tired. But it can be low key. So we'll on our backs. So you can do bridge pose, right? If you guys happen to have blocks, I don't think anyone here has blocks. Oh, Anne does, of course you do. If you guys have blocks, feel free to slide a block under your hips and do like low key bridge pose. Oh, I'm gonna do sunny bridge pose. Bridge pose in the sun. And then maybe Urdhva if you guys are feeling it, you're super warm. So feel free if that back bend is accessible to you and your body is willing, go for it. But otherwise, let's start on our backs, knees bent, feet flat. And we'll gently press into the feet, lift the hips. You guys know your bridge pose. Just keep your feet relatively close to you and about hip distance apart from each other. As you're ready, interlacing the fingers, right? Press the hands down and lift the hips up, right? And breathe. Breathe. And breathe. One more breath. And slowly, gently bring it down. You can come down on top of your arms or move your arms out of the way. And then you get to decide if you want to do bridge pose again or if you want to come up into Urdhva Dhanurasana. And if you're not sure what Urdhva Dhanurasana is, then maybe just do bridge pose for today. If you like, you'll plant your hands. Plant your hands by your shoulders, fingertips facing your shoulders. Hug the elbows in and come on up. Otherwise, do bridge pose. Switch the interlace. Switch the interlace so you have the other finger on top. It's very sunny here. Okay, good. When you're ready, you'll come on down. Take a breath or two down. See how you feel, and if you're up for one more back bend, we'll do one more. If you need to take a break or opt out, that's fine, or slide the block under, whatever you need to do. But let's do one more time. And then I promise we're just gonna cool it down after that. So come on up. And if you're doing bridge again, do that opposite interlace again. Good. And as you're ready, come on down. Yeah, hug your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. Rock gently, side to side. How's your back? Yeah. Okay, let's come up to sit. Roll to your side, roll forward and back. But let's sit. It's warm in the sun. Like my butt's warm. Okay, let's stretch up. Dandasana, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, exhale. Oh, you're back. All right, so you can get a really nice stretch of your calves here, Ava. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, coming forward. So flexing the feet, right? Like if we got some good stretching in down dog and all that, but right, as the toes lift up and come back towards you, it'll help to lengthen the backs of your lower leg and the lower hamstring. So breathe here. Good. Try and soften the shoulders again. Right, get them away from your neck. Try and enjoy the stretch. Right, there's a little bit of work here, but see if you can't find some joy, some sweetness in the stretch. And let's lift halfway up, inhale, and the rest of the way up, exhale. So in lieu of the frog pose, which I'm not really a proponent of, we'll bring the legs out wide for Upavishta. So this will also give a really nice inner thigh stretch. If you move the hips, right, so that's where that stretch is going to come from. You may also feel your hamstrings too, but right, the hips coming forward, right, so we could round the spine, right, and keep the hips upright, or or we could bring the hips forward, and it's a feeling of the sit bones kind of lifting up and back away from the floor. So that's the action, the pelvis turning, right, as we lengthen out, and there's your inner thigh stretch, right? So if you can't get far forward, it doesn't matter, because we're looking for the stretch. It doesn't matter how far forward you go. So find the stretch. If you can, the legs stay relatively neutral, but we can kind of gauge that from the feet, the toes up. Yeah, and then just however far forward you're gonna go. Let's take 2 more breaths here. So nice. Take your time. Slowly, slowly, we'll come back up. Yeah, okay. Hook the knees. Bring your feet in. Got some dirt on my foot. No, well, let's start all the way in, sure. Baddha Konasana. So we're sitting up tall, soles of the feet together, right? Nice long spine. And we're just gonna gently lean forward. Gently lean. Right, keep trying to maintain that same long spine, right? And maybe you press down on your knees a little bit with your elbows. So you may be feeling your inner thighs here. Hopefully also you're getting some stretch in your hips, the outer hips. I guess your inner thighs are your hips too. There's a lot of muscles in your hips. All right, one more breath here. Can you soften? I know this stretch can be kind of intense. And slowly, slowly lifting back up. We're gonna move the feet a little bit away. So we're pretty close right now. So let's push them out several inches, maybe like a foot or so that your heels are outside the line of the knees, right? So we have more of a diamond, like a broader diamond shape. And we're just gonna snuggle the right elbow kind of at the right knee. Stay heavy on the left side and just take a side stretch. Open up, reach the left arm, sorry guys, left arm over the top. Oh, opening the chest towards the sky and lengthening that whole left side. Oh. Yeah, so pretty. Okay, take your time coming back to center. Go slow coming up. And let's just switch sides. Snuggle the elbow in towards the knee, and it's just a soft twist and a nice side stretch. So as the right arm comes up and over, lift up out of the left shoulder and just rotate the chest open. Reach through the right fingertips and stretch the right side. Oh, so nice. So nice. Breathe. Maybe gazing up, as if it doesn't strain your neck to gaze up, you can gaze up. Oh, one more breath. All right, back up to center, releasing. Okay, so we're gonna take a little bit of a deeper hip stretch now, and possibly coming into like a single pigeon, if that's okay for your knees and your hips. If you need something a little less intense, you can do Sukhasana or even thread the needle. But we did some pretty good, some pretty good hippie things. So I feel like you earned a nice deep hip stretch. So on that note, if your body will tolerate single pigeon, folded pigeon, because we'll be forward. One leg forward, one leg back. Oh, try and square off to the ground, right? So the front of that back leg thigh is really facing down. Oh, that's how we get into the stretch. When we lean open, we're just leaning out of the stretch. So if you need to prop yourself as you do that, then put something under the front hip, a blanket, a block, if you have a bolster or something at home. Right, take your time getting into this. Right, there's no need to rush any of this. Slowly into the stretch, into the fold. And breathe here. Soften your jaw. Soften the shoulders. And again, we're trying to keep it about the breath. Again, and still, right? Still. Keeping it about the breath. The mind always, it's just filled with stories. So many, all the stories. Right, can you just be here and you can notice the stories, sure, but just don't get caught up in all of that, right? Just let all that stuff go and just breathe, right? Lengthen your breath. See if you can make your exhale longer than your inhale. Right, every breath, the exhale longer than the inhale. If you're feeling really comfortable here and you want to add a little something, you can lift up and rotate towards your front knee. So whichever leg you have in front, like if it's your left leg forward, you'll turn towards the knee and thread the right arm under. Right? And you may want a pillow or a block or a blanket or something under your head. And that'll give you a little bit more. You may think like, I definitely don't want that. In which case, don't do it. And you can stay like that as long as you like. We'll be here for 5 more breaths. I guess within the 5 breath limit, as long as you like. Let me qualify that, as long as you like. Ah. And one last breath. Maybe sigh it out. And if you're still kind of in the twist, unravel yourself. You have a couple of options coming out of pigeon. You can swing the back leg forward, or you can walk the back foot in a bit and do a kind of easy down dog. Oh, just swing the leg. Oh, right, relax. Either way, I don't have a preference at this point, so whatever makes more sense for you. And we'll switch sides. So bring in the other leg, whichever one you didn't already stretch. Forward. Yeah. Honoring the difference. Your two sides are most likely not the same. And the difference may be subtle or it may be pretty apparent, but still honor that. Even if you know you want to do the twist, take a few breaths to center. Right? Take a few breaths just right out to the middle. Right? Allow the body to soften. Relax your shoulders. How's your jaw? Like, could you soften your jaw? Could you relax around your eyes? behind the eyes. Mouth soft. Soften the back of the neck, the base of the neck. If you want to add the rotation, turning towards the front knee, right? Threading the opposite arm behind. Oh, so good. Right, you can press into the hand to open your chest open more, right? Get a little more stretch. If you want, you can wrap around and grab your other foot, but you don't have to do that. But we're just trying to be really soft. Minimize the effort, right? Minimize the effort. Stay in the rotation or not. Sometimes it's good for a few breaths and then you're like, I need to get out of this. But if it feels good, stay. All right, 5 more breaths. Long exhales, right? Longer than the inhale. Beautiful. Let's take one last big breath here. Longest, biggest breath so far. All right, and then slowly come on out. And maybe you do down dog, and maybe you don't, right? And even if you did it on the first side, it doesn't mean you have to do it on this side. Oh, right? Awesome. Yeah, shake it out. And then when you're ready, come on down. And we're gonna lie down onto our backs. So nice and easy, roll it back. Hugging the knees in. Okay, so you have options. You can do happy baby, kick out through the heels. If you want to revisit that twist that we did at the beginning of class, you can do that. Right, maybe you want a little bit bigger twist than what we did, but it's totally fine. Whatever will help you soften and relax and rest in Shavasana. Yeah, when you're ready, there's no rush, so do what you need to do. But when you're ready, extending the legs, extending the arms. If you have a prop or something that you like to use for Shavasana, please feel free. Cover your eyes, or if you're feeling a little, things are sort of nutty. If you're feeling a little not grounded, I think us practicing here on the earth is very helpful. But you can also just lie something across your hips, like a blanket, or anything that has a little bit of weight, and that gives a nice grounding effect and helps to kind of settle the nervous system a little bit. So if you have something handy, feel free to add that. It's not for warmth, it's just like a grounding sensation signal for the nervous system. In any case, get comfortable, relax, right? Melt the shoulders away from the neck. If you can, palms open to the sky. And just relax and soften. And allow the body to rest. The whole body relaxed. And we'll rest here. We'll take a couple of minutes and rest in Shavasana. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Gently bringing the awareness back into the body. You can wiggle your fingers, your toes. Yeah. Oh, if you want to take a stretch, stretch the arms overhead, stretch your legs. Oh, and then circle the arms out wide and hug your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze, rock gently side to side if you like, and then rolling softly over to the right side. Take a breath or two there, just savoring this easy feeling of Shavasana, right? Letting it linger. So nice. Use your hands, press the floor away, come on up to seated. Sit comfortably, however you like, and as you come to sit, close your eyes and pause and just notice. Right, you took the time to show up for your practice, you showed up, you worked hard, right? Notice how you feel. What's different? What's shifted from when you came onto your mats? Bringing the hands to press at the heart, thumbs to the sternum. Inhale, lifting the heart. Exhale, bowing your chin in gratitude, as always. Grateful for this beautiful practice. Grateful that it made its way into our lives and all the goodness, all the joy that it brings. And this wonderful community, our Kula, our Sangha. And what else? What are you grateful for? And maybe it's something specifically today, or it doesn't really matter. Just think of something that you're grateful for and then allow that feeling of gratitude to infuse your heart. Such an easy way to bring some joy to your day, some sweetness to your day. Gratitude. Thank you for practice, you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Namo Vaha. Namaste to a group. Oh. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, guys. Let me sign off with my Zoom peeps.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Christine. That
Good
really
to see you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Yay, I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Nice to see you guys.
Nice to see you.
Bye,
Thank you.
everybody. Bye.
Bye. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you.